everybody, it's Mark again, and as opposed to what I said in the last video, I actually thought about it and I said, you know what? Who's a hero card? It's Shallot. So I might as well start with all the characters in the hero rarity all the way to the Sparky rarity, just to get them out of the way. And a little bit of a spoiler-ish thing here. We'll be going in color order for the very first amount of videos here until we end up catching up later down the line when I do when I cover the extremes and heroes that may eventually be joining the game, and those will of course be out of the color order. But for now, we're going to be starting with the only I want to say diamond or white color, and that's going to be Shallot here. At the time of this recording, Shallot has received a Super Saiyan transformation from one of the patches or the updates to the game. And pretty much, in terms of hero, yeah, he's great for story mode because, of course, they say, okay, run Shallot, you get 3 crystals. Okay, that's pretty much the only reason why he's here. He has no particular strengths and lots of weaknesses to go by because everyone's going to be hitting him for neutral damage, and unless he over levels them, which right now the cap is 2,000 right there, he's not going to be very effective against anybody online per se. He's just there as a stat guy until they do something more with this guy. Because I look at that. I'm pretty sure if you at this point in time, everyone has him at 800 out of 1,004. He's a 3-star hero, maxed out with all the bells and whistles, but he's still not going to be doing nearly as much damage as maybe even an extreme unit, based on the fact that he doesn't really have a type advantage. So you're probably saying, well, Mark, there are bosses that have the dark color. So the diamond defeats the dark color. Well, yes, I get that, but you're not going to be fighting, as far as I can tell at this time, anybody online with a dark color. That's, as of right now, a computer-only color type. That's the only reason why he exists, besides what I just noted, is that he's there to be the color advantage for that story mode specifically. This is his card transition here. Just back then, when we didn't have the Super Saiyan look, it was pretty much just him by himself and a really boring portrait, which you could always go back to if you choose to remove the Super Saiyan transformation for whatever reason. But yeah, as you can see here, he's already at max stats, the most you can get possible. So we're gonna go look into them for this video today. So Shallot, the Super Saiyan, essentially. So you get your before and after transformation. It really does not matter to me. Look at the buffs. It's noticeable, but in practice, it does not mean a darn thing. So we're gonna go through the stats here. Well, I mean, not actual stats because I don't care about reading all these numbers. He's a game original. Well, probably gonna be the same thing if they decide to bring in Majin Android 21. So he has the strike and blast cards, not bad if you're having to be forced to run a hero team. His only tag is Saiyan, which is pretty darn sad and limits his ability to do anything. So we're going to go through the arts here. He has a strike, he has a blast. It's, very generic things. It's expected. Shallot does have the unique ability to copy specific characters, mostly sparking units, of their super or ultimate arts attack. Of course, once they had that campaign for Fight Goku, and you end up getting a huge amount of friend points that you could pretty much get your character that you're choosing to level 0 to 1 or 1 to 2, regardless, whatever. You're able to access their super attack and give it to Shallot, and then he'll attain their properties. So with Shallot, I obviously gave him Videls because I'm going ham on trying to get Videls maxed out on anything. We'll get to her in a separate video, of course. So yeah, ignore the eagle kick. I'll get more into that when I deal with Videls video. But yes, his super attack can be modified from his generic beam attack to anybody that has a learnable ability. So again, over here you have an unlock key form attack. It's pretty much just a power buff for your strike arts, not even for blast arts, which is weird. And then you have Warrior Blood here. It allows you to turn into Super Saiyan after 10 seconds. And mind my bird here. The bird's going to be quite frequent with noise in every video here. And then he has this terrible Z ability, plus 13% to max base health for just the Saiyans. That's it. It's not good. It's not viable, and considering how much damage people could be doing, health is not something in the meta right now that means anything. Defense has more notoriety than that. And of course, they tease you with a 5-star limit break. It goes up by 2%, which is still lame. So he has a unique ability here, plus 10% to strike damage inflicted for each downed battle member. Again, 10% is peanuts. So he's not really going to be doing much. He is the equivalent, well, not the equivalent, he is the go-to story mode if you want to get stones for just him being around. If he's there to take down a story mode exclusive boss, he's probably going to be your go-to. But when it comes to anything competitive, he is trash. So when you transform into your Super Saiyan, the arts don't really change. Like I'll show you here, it's the same thing here. Oh, 20% to strike damage for 25 seconds. Ooh, and you restore your own ki by 45. These are some of the things that are so inconsequential that you don't really notice that. But I mean, hey, at least you get Super Saiyan tag. Which I guess if you have a Super Saiyan buff from another character, he would then pick that up. That is something interesting I just learned about right now. So when you have him transform into Super Saiyan, his main ability will be activatable again, and it was his original one before he had the Super Saiyan stack on, which restores his own health by 25%, 30% to strike and blast damage, which should have been the green type card earlier, and to strike. Oh, it's only for the allies. Even so, that's even worse. So he's not even helping himself out for that. And again, this doesn't really change. That's not really changing much. And you got Rage here, plus 20% to strike damage inflicted for each down member, and plus 20% to strike damage inflicted when taxing is the battle member. So again, he is the definitive hero card, no exact strengths, really bad weaknesses. So if you're here trying to ask, okay, should I raise up Shallot? Yes, you should, because there's probably going to be a story mode mission where no sparking unit in the game is going to be able to stop it except your free-to-play Shallot card, because this guy is given to everyone. If you decide to use him competitively, good luck. Just keep him in a casual match, because this guy is going to go down really hard. And even if you're trying to limit it to hero units against hero units, he has no actual element factor, so he's not going to be having any type of advantage, which puts him in a very, very bad state. If I were to give Shallot a ranking in terms of the meta as it is now, yeah, from the best to the best, he severely is a 1 out of 10. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next card analysis. See you then.